Now, I've long thought about this over the years, and even as a young lad, I always assumed it to be the case anyway, because, this terminology, fossil fuel, seriously, is, I would argue it's a disgrace. Are we essentially saying that oil and gas is basically the result of millions of years of, well, animal and plant matter? Is that what we're really saying? Seriously, I think it's utterly retarded. But I'll read you some of this. So, a growing number of scientists have explored a bold theory known as the abiogenic petroleum hypothesis, suggesting that hydrocarbons, think about this, suggesting that hydrocarbons may form deep within the Earth's mantle through geothermal and chemical reactions. I'll be honest, even as a child, I was thinking, yeah, I would not have known the terminology, but I pretty much assumed it to be the case. The last thing I thought it would be was dead dinosaurs and plants. Seriously, over millions of years, and oh no, 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 this is a really finite resource. And while we're at it, let's be honest, there's a lot of other things we should be thinking about, like how do they know what's in the earth and what it is made of, and all this thing about magma this and iron core that and blah, blah, blah. I mean, how are they measuring this? Oh, no, no. Look, Scott, great scientists have, researched this over many hundreds of years. And yeah, that's fine and dandy, but where's their probes? I mean, you know, you've got to ask yourself, look up things like, well, the deepest hole in the ground, or the deepest drilling, or deepest mine shaft, and then realize it hardly scratches the bloody surface, but they can tell you with absolute confidence the composition of the Earth is the following. And people could say, look, certain substances give off certain magnetic this, that, and the next thing, and if you add blah, 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 various aspects and all the rest of it, it's obvious. But no, I have a real problem with this. I really do. Seriously. Even to the point when I think about gravity. Right, okay. If gravity is caused by, and we're told, and I obviously can look more deeply into this, but I remember something along the lines of, well, we've got this sort of spinning core, and because of that, everything that's on the Earth is held down through to, or some other bollocks, but I've struggled with that as well. I really have, because obviously, if that's the case, then technologically, if there's, for example, you go into space, or any other aspect of, whatever, where there's minimal gravity, surely to God, then all you're doing is recreating, well, if it's something like a spinning sphere or whatever else that creates gravity, yeah, surely there's the technology about. Think about this, to recreate gravity, and you could say, look, Scott, hey, you've gone off the deep end here, but, it's just a thought or two I've had for a while, because, anything that's supposed to be spherical and spinning, what about a bike wheel? Anything that's attached to it generally flies off it, doesn't it? It's absolutely out there. It's just a thought or two I've had. But I'll leave you a link to this. I'll not leave you a link to anything else, but I'd be interested in your thoughts. And I'll speak to you soon.